Brothers and sisters, soldiers and soldierettes, salute! We are alive and breathing. We are back to conquer another year and another year and another year. And don't stop, because we built for this. Those who are righteous and mean well, to the pit of that steel soul that can never be penetrated, because it is protected by that great, great divine, that wonderful, wonderful, righteous spirit within. But of course, takes work to get to a success state of mind. Have you heard me say before? So let's get to those honors. I honor thy ancestors, those who fought hard, gave their lives, gave through tooth and nail, by any means, with the least amount of tools to get a lot of us in the state that we're in. Salute, be thankful. And I thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. Current subscribers, new subscribers, anyone that view, whether you react or not, long as you got something out of what one say, because you can't take none of this with us. You can't take it with us, so make the best of it while we got it, and know it for what it is, and know it is, being positive is always the best way to go. I mean, I know that seems so simple, but, you keep living, as my grandmother used to say, keep living, Great things always come to those who do great. That's a fact. And I give honor to our families. May our families prosper, especially the ones that's righteous. All of our families, but those that's struggling too. May everything we touch turn to gold. And those we held dear in our families, that meant something to us. May they rest in peace in that transition. And may they rest in peace and in power. And I mean that from the pit of the soul. And brothers and sisters, something that's been messing with me, that's been in my spirit. We have come too far to be compromised. So stand firm, and that's real talk. And just try to be right as we possibly can. That first step we making to that on this righteous road, that first result is what will fire us up. And always be willing to learn and help a brother or sister if we can. We can't let the negative, toxic, some that's out there. Unfortunately, we can't let the negative, toxic brothers and sisters that are that way. Unfortunately, I hate even saying it because I hate negativity. I don't like the word hate, but I hate negativity. Because positivity has gotten me and many other brothers and sisters to the space that we are in, which is a choice. Positivity is not a soft thing. It is a choice. When you step back and you reason with things and you try to figure out stuff, you conquer so much ground, and when you don't give in to something that a lot of us can feel that it's not right. And I'm talking, if you want to, fame, fortune, money, things that can bring you, things that give big influence and that will bring back things that we don't think about. That's why you should never dive in the water of success. And I'm talking about physical success, because success is a state of mind. Starts with the mind first. But let's talk about physical success. Never dive into that water of success until you absolutely sure what you're getting into. And I'm talking about fame, movie industry, rapping, just having whatever you do that can give you a big influence. Appreciate this talk, appreciate our voices, appreciate our gifts. Being able to influence another brother or sister is a gift. It really is a gift. That's why I have to made a podcast about that a couple of days ago, about how speaking can be a great, great gift when used properly, and not to hurt, not to manipulate, trick, undermine, none of those things. Speaking can be very, very powerful. But let's get to the standing firm and not being compromised. And I always say, we give love, we have love, but we got to give that tough love, and let's have that protection in our spirit. We speak on, brothers and sisters, unfortunately, those that have been compromised, we call down protection on them, that they find themselves and they bring themselves out of it. Because, and as many of us, I always say, I used to have these desires to, to be known and famous and all that. But this has been a while ago, decades ago. And I had those desires and things I have studied and learned over the years. I no longer have that desire, and it's, if you have brothers and sisters, anyone that's listening to me, if you have the ability to be happy with oneself, happy with where you are, be freaking thankful. Because it's not an easy space to get to. It takes confidence. It takes courage. It takes being alone sometimes. But the more you stay on this walk, the more you stay in that righteous realm, you stick with that higher God, that real God, not that false God. I mean, that God that hits deep within, and just it filters out all that crap within, So that's the things we have to be careful, in this life. But be thankful if you have a divine spirit within and you're happy where you are. Just be thankful, because as I was getting ready to say, it can be a very challenging state of mind to get to, mind, body, and soul. So that's why it's good to study. I think we can conquer a lot of things when we study human nature. But make sure we study ourselves, not just looking at somebody else and thinking everything's wrong with everybody else. I always try to, keep myself from getting like that. I don't want to be like, well, I know I'm right. It's everybody else wrong. I don't ever want to get to that state. We have to keep ourselves where we can, we reason with things, we study things, we analyze things, we take a moment and think about things before we react or speak or do. It's the most beautiful thing in the world when we're able to do that. And, but that takes watching our instincts. We can't control our emotions. I mean, we can't stop for having emotions, but we learn to control them over time. Because controlling emotions helps with our intelligence. Controlling our emotions helps us to not trauma bond with things and figure things out. And, like I say, analyze the negative and analyze the positive. Everything is a learning process, especially on this walk, on this spiritual walk. Once you open that third eye, once you open that pineal gland, a lot of great things to be learned will come about. And man, I'm telling you, having integrity is like gold. Self-awareness, true self-awareness is the new currency. Health is the best thing one can do for oneself. That's I never thought we'd be living in a time where self-awareness is, it's like gold. It's a rarity, and it saddens me, brothers and sisters that compromise themselves and just let their humanity be sucked out of them. I would never understand that. And, I really do have a heart for those who are stuck in a situation where they are compromising, and I want to tell another reason why we have to stand firm, no matter what space we in, because we have children, we have family. I always say significant other. It's a ripple effect. It's not when we are compromised in whatever area, whether we're in the high status, low status, when we are compromised, we also affect those in our circle, those we love, our children, those we care about. I don't know why individuals that do become toxic, whether on purpose or accident or tricked or manipulated, and see an opportunity or a way out of it and don't take it. Sometimes you have to lose things to gain some freedom. You have to lose some things. You have to suffer righteously to gain some freedom. Real talk. And I would rather have my freedom than have any glitz or glamour or money or fame, and I'm talking about state of mind, because none of us are totally free. Unfortunately, in this so-called matrix, which is a manipulation, a trick of itself, unfortunately has ties to so many things. So we all kind of connect. We have those that are in it, but you have those that are on the outside of it. and know what it is, and like I said, I don't make light of those who have been compromised. I call down that protection on you, that great divine pull you through. But we can call down the protection and pray and send prayers all we want for an individual, but it's always going to come down to what, ladies and gentlemen? Knowing thyself, and be willing to sacrifice to gain freedom. And I don't mean sacrifice in a bad way. Some things you just have to let it. You can't be scared. What is more important? Things, material things, status, or our soul. To me, my soul is more important. So those desires and dreams I used to have back in the past, and I do watch. It's stars that I like, and I've watched some of their movies, but it's unfortunate. It's like it's some of the things that I have learned, and I'm sure a lot of other brothers and sisters feel this too. Things that I know now, sometimes I wish I didn't know. It's heartbreaking. And all we can do, none of us know each other, or celebrities, or online, or social media. None of us know each other. All we can do is speculate. But like I say, in these times, you better be doing this right, being as righteous as we possibly can, because you're gonna be plastered all over social media, and watch our instincts. I talk about this so much. Instincts is what's getting some individuals in this world in trouble right now, and making them compromise, not even thinking, because then you have the real righteous brothers and sisters in your circle. And when you're righteous, you'll think things through before you jump, and most of those that are celebrities or are stars or artists or on TV are generally intelligent. So I just don't understand that how someone would let money be more important than their soul. And I'm just giving my opinion, my perspective on it. I don't know everything. We don't know everything, but we know what we know, but we be humble about the things we don't know. And all I can do is go off what I've studied, learned, and see over the years, and what I have experienced. And over time, as many of us that study and really take righteous spirituality serious, when we study and research, we begin to see a pattern. And I mean, it's obvious, and I'm talking celebrities, artists, those in the industry, those who have been compromised. It's a pattern. And it's like a different individual, whether it's a brother or a sister that's been compromised, but it's the same scenario, just a different person. And you just watch down through the years, and it'll keep happening. It won't stop. It'll keep happening. And like I say, I don't talk about celebrities and stuff too much, because I said a long time ago, I'm done. I'm tired of I have children. I have a family. It's just certain things that, I'm not going to indulge in, because I talk about karma a lot, and I talk about law of attraction a lot. And it's a reason why I talk about it so much, because I have lived this. And when we try our best to keep a righteous energy, righteous shield around us, no matter how hard it seems or how challenging things may look, you will come out unscathed when you don't be compromised. It's serious. I'm telling you, it's no freaking joke. The flesh, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, never listen to the flesh. The flesh will get you in trouble every time. Been there, done that. And that's mind, body, and soul. Think of the flesh as an old drunk person that just comes around. This is just an example. Think our flesh is like an old drunk person that just comes around when it wants something. Because the flesh always wants. But that great divine, Mother Nature, the universe, gives us what we need. Fuck the wants. Let the wants come naturally. But we seek for what we need. And that's good, righteous energy within. Because I know we hear this a million times, but when you get there, when you do this, you will see how important it is to hit to the bottom of that soul and never ever be compromised. Stand firm. I don't care wherever position we're at. We got to be happy where we are. It's like me, my channel here. What Not a lot of subscribers, but I don't look for it or nothing like that. And, not no big major speaker or, big influencer, but I love where I'm at. I'm happy with where I'm at because for one, we do it for that higher force. We do it to send out that great energy. When we get mixed up in what's before us, we can't see what's beyond, because that's something you hear me say a lot on this channel. We got to keep our sights above and beyond, especially this social media, because it's a big ass world out here, as I said that before. And I just like to, I say that a lot because it's kind of for myself. Keep my mind, to have an open mind about things, and be able to listen, because that's why we have 2 ears, brothers and sisters. Some of our best teachers, some of our most powerful teachers, brother or sister, are those who listen. Those that develop that good teaching within them and have been doing it for a while are the best listeners, because we have 2 ears for a reason. So, and that way, when we do talk, we'll know what to say and how to say it, not in a fake way or nothing like that. It'll just come out naturally, when you mean well, when you don't have any evil, bad intent within. When you're honest within, you have nothing to worry about. You just flow with that righteous divine energy and go where it takes you, because the divine is never going to lead you nowhere wrong. Trust and know that higher force, that higher supreme being, is never going to lead you astray, never going to lead you in the wrong place. And many of us can attest to this, because there is a positive force out there, as well as there's a negative force out there. And when you become compromised and you just open for things. And on that note, we're going to have a meditative moment, and I want to read a little summary of, just to kind of shed a little light on, those who become compromised and just give away their soul, just throw their righteous caution to the wind, brother or sister. That's it's sad, it is. It's sad. So we're going to read this summary. Accept standards that are lower than is desirable. Man, accept standards. In other words, doing something that you would never generally do if you was in a normal state, And that's where it all starts. I'm telling you, that's where it all starts. And before we get mixed up in this beast, you just have to be happy where you are. I mean, I'm not, it's nothing wrong with getting fame and fortune, but whatever happened to just our talent, just being praised for our talent, what we do, and don't have to jump through hoops and sign contracts, and it's all ridiculous to me. And that's why I don't like that word game, and that's why they call rapping and hip hop and the industry, that's why it's all called a game, because that's what the hell it is, And like I say, I love my children, I love my family, I love my significant other, and I'm gonna be happy right where I'm at, because that's where it's most important. We start with ourselves, with our families, and we work our way out to the world. I say that a lot. A righteous, spiritual, positive ripple effect. That's what it's all about. And we can start right where we are. We don't have to wait. Just start right where you are. Low status, big status. Status is a state of mind, just like success. So it all depends on the individual, brother or sister. Because if you love yourself to the pit of your soul, I mean, like, really love yourself, not just saying I love myself. No, I mean really, really, that divine love where nothing can penetrate it. Because if you really, really love yourself, you won't be compromised. So, but it takes practice. It takes learning yourself and learning others and person, place, or thing, and studying it. And it's okay when we make a mistake. Nobody is better, just different. Don't compare yourself to others, and just send out great energy, brother or sister in our families, young or old. That's what it's about. It's certain, like I say, this so-called matrix has some of its little ties, but it doesn't have a tie to our mind. It's all up to us. This is our mind, it connects to our soul and our psyche. So we have to protect it. Our soul is not a fucking bargaining chip. It's not a fucking bargaining chip. We only got one soul, and never take your soul for granted or things we doing, because it's not just being a celebrity and being in fame that can make you be compromised. I'm talking about in life in general. Anything can compromise us, especially in these days of just social media and all these frequencies and phones and man. And I tell you, that the great divine, when you have that divine spirit and you influential, you think that great divine gonna play with you? That great divine's gonna tackle everything that's inside and get rid of all of it, because we can't walk. That divine is not gonna put us on that walk and without filtering out what we have within. The almost hardest thing to deal with, that great divine is gonna zero in right in on it. And the flip side, that's how negativity is when you're in a toxic environment, or you have entities that don't have your best interest. And whatever your weaknesses is, that's what they use against you. And that's how I look at the industry and some of these artists and quotation marks, the game. Whatever your weaknesses is, that's what they focus on, and they use it against you. So like I say, I call down protection for those that may be in there with that beast and fighting to get out. Because that's a dangerous place to be when you in an environment or a circle of people, stars, celebrities, whatever, and you don't know who is who. I just couldn't live like that, walking on eggshells, looking over my shoulders. No, I'm good right where I'm at. I'm thankful for the brothers and sisters I've met along the way, that's in the world, online. I'm thankful for my family for holding me down, and making me the brother I am today. And just so thankful for the other great brothers and sisters out here that mean well, whatever road we on, because I know we all on different roads, but we all gonna reach that truth. We all gonna reach it. So that's something none of us can escape. Whatever space we in, none of us can escape that truth. We all got to deal with that. And where is that truth? Right in the mirror, because that's where it all begins. And I'm telling you, I thank that great divine, that I am connected to some righteous brothers and sisters, and I have a connection with my family, even though we don't talk a lot, but I did reach out to them, I think a few days ago. Then I keep them in my spirit. Like I always say, y'all, keep a family spirit, even when we're by ourselves. Think about our families. If some people meditate, some people pray. Always pray for your family when you're not around them. Just do it just because. If we talk about energy, we got to take that energy serious. So let's activate that energy. Don't play with this energy. We talking about we have it. Let's use it, but in a righteous way. That's why you always hear me say, keep a family spirit all the time. And like I say, we speak on our brothers and sisters that unfortunately may have been compromised. May they come out of it. Because some don't want to be in it and don't have a choice. But then you have those that do like it and love it. Woo, Lord have mercy. Have no idea what's to come. That's why we have to be happy where we are and work with that great divine gives us. And I'm not just talking about social media or speaking. I'm talking about in the world, in life in general. Because, like I said, we have loved ones, children, significant other, those in our circle we care about. We've come too freaking far to be compromised. So as I say again, my soldiers and soldierettes, salute, stand firm. And that's my thought. And I thank those that have been listening and riding along with the brother. Remember, we are leaders and teachers with a student spirit. We are not followers. And I thank those. Those who've been listening at Great Divine always have a plan for you. My reachers and teachers out there doing their thing. Keep doing what we've been doing and forge forward. Salute. I honor my family. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. Don't you ever let yourself be compromised. Suffer righteously. It's worth it in the end. We only got one soul. So that's my thought. Salute.